Welcome back to Westerfield Studios How to Build a Tank. We're working on an L40 Fiat, and we're hopefully going to get it to look like this out of some material at Home Depot and other places. So getting the dimensions from the paper model book, we had set our calipers to millimeters, and it is almost a direct transfer. As far as I'm concerned, it is a direct transfer from the scale that's in the book to inches, which is a fluke accident that we found out that we could do it this way. We're laying everything out on close to 1/2 inch plywood, and we're running a 1x3 piece of pine around the borders for everything to give us something to screw into. We're using deck screws to give us a good positive grip, and that they're painted, they're not going to rust away. If you've done any type of drafting or layout work in the past, this is a pretty simple procedure to transfer the images from the book, because it's giving us all the straight lines and we can figure out where the corners are, to the plywood, and then just cut out the plywood pieces and everything fits together pretty good. On some of the angles on the turret, we had to cut those a couple times, mostly on the lower front right corners, but it's pretty simple layout work, and it's gives us a pretty close and accurate representation of what we're looking for. It's getting kind of damp in early December, so we're keeping this project unfortunately outside. I haven't erected a tent yet. This is the lower part of the turret. These are the bogies. The entire tank rides on a suspension system very similar to a train. Those are what we're going to use for the return wheels. Lots of big bolts to make it look like the rivets and the bolts that the original tanks put together with. Using a lot of different household items for our circles. So we've got bowls, duct tape, paint cans, spray cans. We're just trying to get our approximation of the circles that we're repeatable. This is Aki. He's enjoying his first couple months off of the boat and back on land. He's a big help. The arch on this was slightly off. It's supposed to really ride on top of the wheel below it, but it doesn't. It seems kind of complicated, but if you just tack each piece one at a time, it's not too overwhelming. I've never done anything of this scale for a model, but I don't see it being any weirder than building a house. So thank you for watching the second video and seeing what we're doing. And as always with Westerfield Studios, there's more to come. Thanks a lot.